Nathan Taylor. I'm an aeronautical engineering student in 5th year doing my master's project at Glasgow University. If you know much about engineering, it's almost like mechanical engineering, but with more of a focus on fluids.
So you're happy with where you are in your course just now?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
I mean, with the project, it was a little bit touch and go at the start because with the data they gave me, like, basically just didn't work with the analysis they're trying to get me to do. So it was like a video of like smoke coming out the mouth of the thing. But they're trying to get me to do what's called particle image velocimetry, which normally you need to do like a really specific type of smoke so that the whole area is smoky, but it wasn't that, so it just kind of didn't work. So they had to give me other data. So BAE is an aircraft company, and they actually got a guy from that company.
Okay.
He gave us like actual technical details on this plane, and like each group had a different task for what to convert the plane into. So it could be like a firefighting plane, like a military cargo plane. So basically it was an existing plane.
Yeah.
Planes are expensive, you don't just bin them.
You
Modify it for a new
repurpose it to
role.
something
And ours
else,
was for a hydrogen testbed. And that was really interesting because there's just a lot to consider. And it was more business focused. Like a lot of them, like we had another project where it was like design a spacecraft launcher. But like those things are quite expensive. You have to think about money. And then this one we actually did think about that. It's like you have to actually look at like costs of like rent and like a hangar and like all these individual things. It feels a lot more applicable, basically.
Yeah.
That's why it was more interesting. You can't just say like, oh, we're going to do this and this. It's like, okay, but how?
Yeah.
And is it cheap?
What would you say like success is like to you?
Having a good career without sacrificing everything else for that. You still get good money and a good job, but it's not the cost of like never being at home, you know, never seeing your kids and all that.
I'm Noah Boon. I'm studying graphic design at City of Glasgow College. I'm in my 2nd year. It's quite a varied sort of field, so it could be like logos or branding or more just unusual stuff. Like I recently did a sort of an exhibition to do posters, and I did a short film on the process of how we came up with the posters, and we also did a branding project to do with COP26 as well and the impact of fast fashion. It's good fun. I love doing it, so I can't get enough of it. So we're taught a lot about communication and like understanding the brief like requirements. You know, if a client will say, we're wanting this approach, you've got to listen to that. It's a part of the job. Being open to experiment as well is quite a big one. Having lots of different ways to approach the brief. You've got to do your sketchbook stuff, and that's all drawing and research. A lot of it's more digital focused because that's where you end up making the final product. But in terms of photography, it's just kind of been my own thing. Like with the short film, everyone else took videos, and because I've been doing photography recently, I thought using the photos for my short film. So before that, I studied software development. Did that for 2 years, and I didn't see myself doing it. So I took a gap year to try and figure out what it was that I wanted. With software development, you're almost like a robot, and you've just got to churn out this code that you have no say in the final product, and yeah, it's not for me.
What does success mean to you?
Being able to live off of what you enjoy. So in my case, graphic design. I like what I'm doing, but also I think if I get into art school, it'll be I'll be more in my zone, and it'll be a lot more enjoyable. You put a lot of effort into it. I don't think it's too different to music or painting or sculpting or architecture or anything. It's still a creative field, and having that work recognised would mean a lot. Being respected as a designer is kind of what I think a lot of people want as graphic designers.
Hello, my name is Lewis Davidson. I am a first-year student at City of Glasgow College studying cybersecurity. It's definitely more like critical thinking and problem solving than it first seems to be. Like you think about it typically from like movies, like where they like try and like hack into like another computer to like stop a nuke. But in reality, it's more designing the defense against the hack, like getting hacked. It's more about designing like the infrastructure around a system to prevent it from getting hacked in the first place.
So tell me a little bit about what you like to do outside of your work.
I play a stupid amount of video games. Valorant to Sea of Thieves to Halo to League of Legends. I also stream games every now and then. Twitch.tv/RegoVL. I was just thinking, I love playing games so much, and I see all these people on YouTube like showing them playing games, and all these people on Twitch streaming them playing games. And I kind of thought to myself, well, they were probably like me, sitting in a bedroom playing games for all hours of the day. But the difference between me and them was they decided to turn on a webcam and just had fun with it. So what's stopping me from doing that? To the general public, it's now getting more exposure, like as an actual career path. But what people don't talk about is just the sheer amount of hours you need to put into it. You're definitely throwing yourself out there. You're definitely trying to show the best version of yourself while you're streaming, which is hard to do if you're streaming for 8 hours. Like,
What would you view as successful?
being happy over anything. I wouldn't consider myself successful now. I definitely think I'm going towards living a successful life. I haven't achieved the things that I've wanted to achieve in life so far, and I think I've got a little bit of mental health issues that I need to get sorted first. But I think once I get things sorted and then start striving towards my goals and aspirations in life, then I'll definitely consider myself closer to success.
My name is Jamie Duncan and I'm a chef. I started KPing in 2018 and then did that for about a year and then moved up to economy chef, doing just cold section, and then I moved on, progressed up to chef de partie. First was at Trump's golf course in just outside Balmedy, and then moved to the Bankery Lodge, and then toll booth. You know, I worked 2 years at the lodge, and it's just, I wanted change. You know, I was tired of just seeing the same kitchen. We had a lot of new staff come in, so I just felt like it was my time to move. My head chef, he's starting the toll booth as well, so he was the one that offered me. I trust him a lot, and he's a good chef. I learn a lot off him. I just worked hard, showed up every shift, and then when there was a spot available for a chef, I put my name in.
So what did they have you doing?
Just working my own section by myself, and you're serving customers like 80, 90 to 100 a night, and it's like you're in charge of your section, so if it messes up, it's on your shoulders.
You say you started working as a KP in 2018.
Yes.
Was that when you left school?
Well, I got removed from school because of 0 qualifications. I was struggling in my classes.
Yeah.
That wasn't for me. I didn't enjoy school.
No.
I didn't really put that much effort into it because I didn't enjoy it.
No.
So I'll be honest, I kind of coasted through school.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when I started working, it's like, I started enjoying it, and then I started applying myself more. You know. I just must have left school sooner. That's what I wish I did.
Yeah.
Left at 4th year, started cooking, and then I would have been like 3 years ahead, rather than, you know, scrape to like halfway through 6th year. I'll say the start was difficult.
Working as a chef.
No, just getting a job as a caterer when I had nothing, you know, no qualifications, no plan. I had like 2 weeks where I just couldn't get a job, so that was a bit of a stress, you know. Mum and dad constantly, you know, asking you, what's the next plan, what's the next plan? My family's very nice, so it's, you know, my mum's always proud of me, anything I do, and my dad. Can I have a plan of like moving on from restaurant every year? So it's like do 1 year, learn as much as I can, then move to somewhere.
Take your experience there.
Yeah, just experience. I've experienced working with different chefs, different places, different foods, and then eventually have all that knowledge, and then have my own little place.
Is there any chefs that you idolise or you look up to?
A couple of the old ones like Marco, Gordon Ramsay, Marcus Waring, all the ones who they've done it all, they've had the 3 stars.
So if I was to say the word success to you,
Yeah.
what would you think that means?
Well respected, hard working, well off like financially. I think that's successful.
So just to be well respected generally in work or?
Not because well respected, because like the work you do.
Yeah.
Keep doing what I'm doing, but just work hard for like a good couple of years. That's how successful chefs do it. You just graft every day, show up every day, keep getting better. But I know it's just difficult as chefs, because like they're used to like working like 12 hours a day, you know,
Not a lot of
5,
time.
6 days a week. For me, that's okay, but you know, if I had like a little kid running around, you'd want to be there. And I see it with chefs, they get to like 30 odd, they have a kid, and then they get a new job, because they don't want to be in a kitchen all day. I think I'm good at what I do, but I wouldn't say I'm successful yet. Successful is when I like get a name for myself, you know, people know who I am, they know I do good food. In my mind, that's what I'm aiming for. Yeah, I set my standards, I set my goals high. If you don't set your goals high, there's no point doing it.
3 or 4 years of experience as a chef.
Yeah.
I think you've come quite far in that short amount of time.
People say that.
You don't agree?
Yeah, I'd say so. But, you know, you just go in, work hard, and then that's just how it's happened. I wouldn't say I've done anything special, I've just applied myself.
You sometimes feel like you're being too harsh on yourself.
Oh, I'm always harsh on myself, but you need to be, yeah. Yeah, everything can be better.